Welcome back to Through the Keyhole. Our speciality of the house is, as always, Lloyd Grossman, flambe. Let's join him right now at house number 2 as we go through the Keyhole.
Well, these are very dull colors. Maybe a highly strung person lives here and they were advised not to have too much decorative excitement. There seems to be a love of flowers in this household. There are wonderful floral prints and these beautiful roses. So someone here's a bit of a gardener. What I like, though, are these frightfully aristocratic clay pigeons. We've got more Wedgwood in the sitting room here. It's frightfully English, isn't it? So perhaps there's an American influence at work. Now, there are 2 quite extraordinary paintings on the wall. I never knew that Peter Scott worked on Bako foil before. This is a real television family. They love watching the box. So much so, they've even made their fire look like a television set. Even though they like watching television a lot, they're a reading family. Now, there might not appear to be many books here, but boy, the ones they've got would take a heck of a long time to get through. I have a feeling that not very much cooking gets done in this spacious kitchen. It's more a food preparation area for a busy family, hence the prominence of the microwave, and this rather comprehensive collection of packet soups and sauces. But there's a rather wonderful carousel of hot and exotic spices here. So I think these people are probably quite ethnic and passionate. They certainly seem to have a liking for Hollywood. Just look at that director's chair. And this is awfully handy, a hotline to Kermit. This huge throne virtually dominates this tiny room, so someone here has a colossal ego. Now, this room is quite interesting because it's a combination playroom, music room, and study. But whoever lives here doesn't like music at all. There's a vast record collection, but it's a complete mess. So these people are absolutely incapable of any sort of organization. They are zany, fun people, though. Look at all these jocular stuffed animals. There are some very interesting objects here, though. Here, for example, is a model of next year's larder. And look at this, the world's first mobile telephone. Now, the Home Office is really not terribly impressive. Firstly, they're very unlikely to get a life peerage. Secondly, there seems to be a complete absence of any sort of conventional office equipment. This is quite a contrast from all the lunacy next door, but in spite of the attempt at some bits of floral decoration, this room is very plain, even slightly staid, and I can't help feeling that this family don't use this dining room very much at all. This is quite a tranquil feeling bedroom, but I notice there's a bit of wild humor in the bedside reading. There's quite a lot of pine in this room, and it gives the place a slight colonial American atmosphere. Let's look at the evidence. The aristocratic clay pigeons, Kermit's telephone, the anarchic record library. Who lives in a house like this? David, it's over to you.
Well, thanks a lot, Lloyd. And now, for our home and studio audience, here's whose house it is. He of the Walberswick persuasion shall begin. Clement.
It seemed a sort of unlived-in house. I'd be surprised if it were someone's only residence. I thought they probably won a lot of raffle prizes because there seems no connection between the things that they had in their sitting room.
Anna.
Well, there's a child in this house, because otherwise there's no reason for the model that's made of Duplo and the telephone toy and various things that were in that room alongside the music collection.
Journalist or media, yeah.
I wasn't off-put by the disorder of the music collection. I thought that probably indicated that it was used quite frequently, actually.
Definitely. William.
What? She's done it. Why would he say... He is completely mad, Lloyd. He said this is all terribly English, so perhaps an American influence is at work. I mean, what sort of man? Who is this person?
That was because of Wedgwood being a great American favourite.
So is Mickey Mouse. What are we saying here? So
he was feeling lonely in that very English house.
Carry on.
So are we therefore looking for an American colonial who has an ethnic microwave, who wrote The Princess Bride,
Has a great
or
collection of
appeared
jazz
in it,
records.
and uses old 78s a lot? That got tremendous applause, the use of old 78s.
No, the use of records got applause.
Use of records.
I wonder whether the way those records were thrown about, whether the person who owns them actually bought them. They're sort of records that, I mean, if he were a presenter of a radio...
Right, we've got radio, we've got music, we've got... Can you do it?
He's a DJ.
You need to know that he's married to an American, I suppose?
Yes, we do.
He would. I don't.
We need to know.
But now,
Who is he?
he proposed to his wife on the radio. It is, will you come...
Go on, then.
Go on,
No,
go on.
go
No,
on.
you do it. Go on.
Go on, go on.
Go on.
Who? You go...
Go on, say something. It's only
go on,
goodbye.
Anna.
I can't, I've blanked.
Will you come through the keyhole? Steve Wright.
Well,
Is that true? You did propose to Cindy on the radio?
yes, I did. Yeah.
What did you say?
I said, "Darling, will you marry me?" And she got to an AA box, called the AA. The AA got through to the show live and said she says yes.
All together, come along.
Excuse me, are you the originator of Dr. Mad?
Mr. Mad.
Mr.
yes,
Mad,
yes.
my husband will never speak to me again that I didn't get your name. He is your greatest fan. He thinks you're the best thing that's happened to radio.
So are you.
Oh, no, thank
Oh,
you.
that's nice. That is very nice. Now, did you recognize yourself from the portrait that was painted of you there?
Not at all. My wife is American, obviously. She's from Connecticut. The flowers are hers. The toys are our young son's, Tommy's. But I didn't know. I mean, the records are obviously mine. But what I do with records is pick them from the shelf, take them away, play them on the radio, and then bung them back.
But as Clement said, you didn't pay for them. I suppose that was rather...
Yeah, I paid for everyone, David. Everyone.
Why does
6 and 8.
The BBC...
Please,
Then
why
7
was the
and
chair
3.
from the Princess... Why the chair from the Princess
I think
Bride?
that was a film promotion for the film The Princess
Yes,
Bride.
and you just like the chair.
Yeah, I thought that was
right.
great. I've always wanted to be a director, so I kept the chair.
Did you actually say, as Coleman Balls says, and remember, you can hear the 2-minute silence tomorrow on Radio 1?
That was me.
That was.
It's
me.
true.
Great line.
Yeah.
It's true.
One of my worst, really, David.
Very good.
No,
What other
perfectly
one?
true.
What other
can
Coleman
listen to
Balls you've
silence,
done do
okay.
you cherish?
I can't recall.
That was a great one.
You like that?
I loved it. And we loved having you with us, Steve, and we know you've rocketed up from your show to be here with us and done it in record time. And we'd like to present you with this souvenir, Steve.
Well, thank you very
the Through
much.
the Keyhole
Thank you.
Memorial Key.
Thank you.
To say our thanks to you for being with us. You're a real delight. A real delight. And it's a great joy to meet, too. Our thanks to Steve Wright. Our thanks, of course, to Lord St. John of Fawsley, who came along in the spirit of the show must go on, despite his throat condition. And our thanks, because of his throat condition, to William Rushton. And to Anna Rayburn. And to Sir Clement Freud as well. Until the next time, goodbye for now.